Hello everyone, Storage Car here. Welcome to another video. In this video I am playing DDLC. Welcome to DDLC. And as you can know, this is I just downloaded the game and I want to see what it's about because one of my friends actually recommended this to me. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I forgot to keep my name. That's that. Yes. And I'm using my Steam name. So anyways, I'm going to mute my mic. It didn't go into this. So far, this is going so good. So far, this is going so good. Hold on, let me actually turn this down a bit so y'all can hear me. Okay, so now y'all can hear me. Basically, completely out of my league. But having her smile at me so ingenuously feels a little. You too, my. Come sit down, Coconut. We made room for you at the table so you can sit near me and Martha. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Typical Signori. Alright. You girls have a few desks arranged around the table. As Signori mentioned, it was a bit widening. It's been widening, so there is one space next to Manga and one space next to Signori. I don't know how to say her. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Signori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! That's the white fluffy cupcake decorated. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals dozens of white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used for their ears. So cute! God damn it. I had no idea you were so good at baking this. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. It has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but to notice her sneaky glance in my direction. She is waiting for me, and she waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Wait a second. Wait, what? What? Awkward moment. I thought you technically did, Senora said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you Oh my god, man. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying the tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting one down next to the cupcake tray. Before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Well, you keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, right, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Well, I kind of read. I read a little real life, guys. So, but no, I haven't read that much in a while. It's just your mind gets to other places. Well, you know what I mean, y'all. But anyways, back to the. That's not. What's wrong with Yuri? Insulted Yuri looks. Aww. I didn't mean. I meant it. You. I'm sorry. This is my first time playing the game. I don't know what to expect. Tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Look at that freaking face. Look at that face. Look at Yuri's face. What the frick is that face? Haga raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Oh dear Lord. Why did that question have to come out of here? Oh good Lord, I'm so freaking... Oh dear Lord. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Signori. Well, you were dragged here by Signori, so there's nothing you could do. There's nothing I could... Well, I was dragged here by her, so there's nothing I can freaking do, mate. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Well, I haven't found any clothes yet, so you already seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I am freaking embarrassed. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord, I am embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Oh dear Lord. What have I gotten myself into? What has Signori dragged me into? Signori, what the freak have you dragged me into? Oh, she is nice. Okay, stop. What? That face. How can you say no to that face? How? You cannot say no to that face. I'm surprised. Have you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Aren't you the leader of the debate? Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It'd be like that too. I know the feeling. When you can't stand something, it really be like that too. I don't know why, but it just really be like that. Like, I know the feeling. It's just like, you know, I can't. I don't even know what to say right now. Someone help me find the words. Help me find the words to the. I can't do it anymore. Let's just continue with the game. As I'm looking, I just doing. Okay, back to the game. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget. Pronounce these words, man. But I'll stop. I can't right now. Anyways, we hear publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Wow, that's actually kind of interesting about her. You know, that is actually interesting, and I'm actually happy for her for doing that. All right, Sierra Monica is a great leader. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm butchering names to start this. I just can't. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Well, not many people are interested in putting. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Yeah, that's actually that. Guys, it's actually, and before I go on, it's actually like that too, because like for example, I'm putting as much, like there have been times I haven't put enough effort when I'm developing on Roblox, but that's a story for another video. But I just want to talk about that real quick. Like, and because of this, I'm striving myself to put as much effort as I can into one of my newer games coming out soon, Project Oklahoma. So, and I got a pretty good dev team, which this will come in later into the game, but I mean into the future. But you know me, wanting to do better, trying to perfect myself to do better has been a goal in my life. And I'm striving to actually keep that goal. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Because having goals in life is what really makes you successful in life. Because you always have to have goals in life with stuff. Because I want to strive, because striving to have goals in life is really what. So let's see, especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature, like that. See, grabbing attention is what really does it. See, a lot of people don't understand. This is one thing I already know. Hold on, let me save this right quick. Return. But yeah, she's actually right about this. Alright, anyways. You see, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Yes, see? by convincing that, you can really make stuff where you can really come out and be successful. That's that's the reason why TCR2, my game Tournament Chaser Reborn 2, has been successful. Because I've strived. I had a friend who has helped me improve the game. I have lots of friends who help me improve the game. And that's why we're going to do the same. After Project Oklahoma's done, we're going to do the same thing in TCR3. We're going to make TCR4. And we're going to do a full revamp of TCR1. So, striving and convincing people that you are both fun and worthwhile is really what really makes you a good person. And really, I mean, not a good, I mean, yeah, a good person, but an interesting person. What's the one I was actually trying to say? But yeah, both you're a good person and interesting. And striving yourself to do that is what makes you successful in life. Like, you want to be successful, you have to convince yourself that you can be successful in what stuff that you do. That you want to be successful and that you want to be the very best that there is. Like, people will doubt you. People will try to put you down, but you have to get back up again to do it. All right. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. Like the festival, that's much more important. I'm confident that we can already grow the club before we graduate. Wow. She is really striving to do this. And let's hope that happens throughout this game. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Yes. There's the enthusiasm with the C. See that? Such different girls all interested in the same goal. See, there's the interesting thing. That is what's interesting. Well, there's one interesting thing about the game. Everyone has the same goal. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's see, let's have worked really hard. You see that? Yeah, when you work really hard on stuff, the funniest. Yeah, working hard is really. Yeah, when you work really hard on this, you know that it's really gonna be successful. Success is what gives you. What's the word I'm looking for? Being successful is really what makes life easier. I'll just put it that way. I'm sorry, y'all. It's nighttime. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. I cannot get a state of mind. Maybe that's why they were all so tailgate by the idea of a new member joining. See? Like, see y'all? How interesting this game is getting. Look at their faces. Those faces are interesting. Look, Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. But don't doubt yourself. When you'll never know. You probably can't keep. You probably could keep up with a person's level of enthusiasm just by knowing. If you can keep up, you never know. You could be that. You could be that enthusiastic as well. Because everything, everything depends on it. You put everything, your heart, your blood, your sweat, and tears, and your soul into everything. Like I'm doing with Patrick, Oklahoma. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, that's anime. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki suddenly pees. Oh dear lord. It looks like she wants to see. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, I can change. I am not much of a reader anymore, y'all. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad face. Oh my lord. What about you, Yuri? Yeah, this is fairly interesting. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite thing. Our favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Wow. That that is actually kind of interesting. If you novels stuff that build complex and fantasy worlds, that's actually a pretty good kind of thing because you get to that you're exploring deep into the story of whatever is going on in that novel. Because novels can really what's the word I'm looking for? Really give you an inside thought of well, you guys get what I'm trying to say. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yeah, that's what I was actually trying to say. That's the thing I was actually trying to say right there. Thanks, Jerry, for helping me out with that. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Extremely impressive. It is extremely impressive. Alright, Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved in time since that moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Oh boy. Stories deep with deep physic I'm sorry, I can't pronounce some of these words. Physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so definitively I don't freaking know. Take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop. I've actually never knew that, and that's actually very interesting. That's a fun fact, right there, man. And that's why, and actually, I had a good imagination. That's why those tornadoes, the tornadoes I did on TCR2, like we did the F7, like the F6, the F7, the F8, the F9, and the 2,000 mile per hour tornado were all like powered by our imagination from me and my friend Tornado Chaser Leafy. So our imagination there actually came into play. See? There's the imagination part. So I can see why this game was a recommendation from one of my friends. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh dear Lord. I've never read a horror book, y'all. So I don't know what that's like. Actually, guys, I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So now, reading a bunch of horror. Oh dear Lord, I could probably tell where this is probably gonna go. I'm already recording for 30 minutes. Well, let's see how this continues. I read a horror book once. Oh dear Lord. Yes, it's something like I definitely grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. Oh dear. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. What the I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Wow. Wait, really? I wouldn't have expected her. Where did she come from? For someone as gentle as you. It can be like that, but you know, they say there's a lot of things about a person you don't know. Wait, what was that last thing? Well, I guess you could say that. But the story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can really, can't put it down. Put it down, yeah. Look at her face though. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Well, I've seen scary movies. I've seen I've seen a few horror films, but you know, guys, I'm not really scared of them. I think you can still hear the gameplay even when I have the desktop. You guys might be able to still hear the gameplay when I have the desktop audio completely muted and just have the mic on. I don't know how it works. I'll have to check when I upload this. Well, anyway. Oh, why is that? Well, I start over to me for a split second. Oh, never mind. Oh boy. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Oh, exposed. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Well, there's your proof. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Senor settles up behind Natsuki, grabs her hand from and puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not. What the frick is that face? What is that face, man? Hold on, y'all. Hold up. What the frick is Natsuki's face? Oh my lord, that face. Anyways, back to the freaking game. Back to the freaking game. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes I guess. Why do you care? She is so tsundere. She is so tsundere. I just know it. Why do you even she is so tsundere. I think that's impressive. She is tsundere. Why don't you share them sometime? No, tsundere. She's kind of tsundere, or she's no, not tsundere. What's that word? averts her eye. You wouldn't like them. Aww. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Frame drop. The truthness form of writing is writing to one's self. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing yourself, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Oh, let me go ahead and save this again. And I think this is where I'm going to wrap up the video. And I'll see you guys.